Hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel. Glad to see you here. Today a short video regarding a new bug I discovered while trying to explore another bug. I've been having issues when I would cycle through records and the web browser wouldn't basically update. It's sort of like I'm stuck on the first record. It would display that website properly, that URL, but then when I cycle it never seemed to update. But that's not today's problem. Today's problem is while exploring this and trying some different permutations, different things, to see if I could figure out a way around my other issue, I discovered a new bug. And it's the case of the disappearing control source. So I have a new article on my website that highlights the main items to reproduce the issue at hand. But it's still it's a pretty big doozy when you think of it, that you enter something and basically Access is altering what you have explicitly entered, and then it makes the control source property literally just vanish. To me, this is pretty bad. It's not a hard one to resolve or come up with a solution to, but it's still not a good user experience. So I just have a very simple demo database. Basically, I'm using a form to display URLs coming from a table. That's all there is here. If we just open it up, I have URL here, which is a complete URL, has the protocol included. This URL2 does not have the protocol included because, like I say, I was trying different permutations, trying to find a workaround to my earlier issue. But this is really straightforward. And then in my form, what I have, and this is where the problem is I had two web browser controls. So the first one I bound to URL, and then the second one, and this is the crux of the matter, is originally I had entered the following. Let me do the zoom box and you can see it a little clearer. I had entered this where I was hard coding the protocol and then including the field value. But you will see when we do this, look what just happened here. The minute I close that zoom box, or the minute I would have saved if I had entered it manually, Access has gone and rewritten my control source. And it's rewritten in a way which is illegal, and I'm assuming that's why now it can no longer be displayed. I haven't even changed off my control. I haven't done anything. All I did was close the zoom box, or if I had done a control S to save my change. If I bring back the zoom box, you will see that just like on the property sheet, there is now no longer anything. And if you close and save and all that stuff, in past experience, it's working. Normally this would crash. But as you can see, we get no result because Access altered the control source and now it's invalid, so it's not going to work. I know that much. What's the solution? Well, the solution is, if you're going to do something along the lines of what I was trying to do, first of all, you can't do anything here. I've tried different things. It won't take any values. So to get around and get control of the control again, so you can actually do something, pick from the control source any field. It really doesn't make a difference. We're just using a workaround here just to unlock it, basically. Now that it's unlocked, we can work with it again. Now we're going to come here and we can do what we want. So I'm going to put back in the protocol, and then we put in our field. So me, it was URL2. And to get around the problem, we're just going to add an extra string at the end, a blank string. It has nothing. So we're just going to do that. Let me bring it up in the zoom box and you can see it. So we're just going to now have to add this to make Access leave what we enter alone. So now when I press OK, it leaves it. It didn't alter it and add the prefix that Access expects if you're using local files. I wasn't using a local file to begin with. So there you have it. And then now when we close this, you save it, yes. Now when we open it, it will work. So it's a simple workaround. Eventually it will load. Like I say, the control is very slow. But there you go. It loads fine. And then you move on to the record and it will load and so on and so forth. And with that at hand, at least now you have a workaround to this issue of Access overwriting, rewriting your control source and then making it literally disappear, and then making your control source on the property source unupdatable. You literally couldn't update it. So you have to remember the trick of just going and selecting any field from your table just to unlock it again, so you can then go and manually create your expression yourself again. But initially I was never able to override it. Even using VBA, which I had tried initially, I tried resetting my control source through VBA, even that failed, and it generated an automation error. So this truly was the solution. The other workaround obviously is you delete the control completely and then insert a new one. But because we have limits on the cycle of a form and how many controls you can have in its lifetime, I much prefer just selecting a new field from the table and starting over that way, rather than deleting entirely the control. And now with that, I can get back to my issue of the web browser control not always updating when I'm cycling through records. But that will be a video for another time, when I finally wrap my head around what's going on and hopefully come up with a solution. So there you go, guys. One more bug, and a simple workaround. It really isn't that complex. You need to be aware of it. But once again, just if you're going to put in strings that aren't binding to files, so if you're doing like I am, doing some type of concatenation with URLs to the web, be sure that you always apparently terminate with this empty string value, and it will avoid Microsoft overwriting, changing, and creating bogus and invalid control sources, which then destroy the control. I'm stopping here. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And if you can like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. It's always greatly appreciated. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone.